the bass.
The group stages from CLG is they're planning in the early stages. From the champion select, depending on what they have, they've been able to track the enemy junglers really well, but Peanut actually goes right by it, but Huhi level
right
1
down, Prey gets hit, yes it is the roam!
That Fog of War toggle on the top side!
Whoa!
Tunnel vision on the junglers and Huhi level 1 roam, are you kidding me?
Where's...
I mean, you can never criticize them for being caught out by a level 1 roam, but Huhi for once isn't running the exhaust, isn't running the heal, is running Ghost, and just completely outfoxed the ROX Tigers.
That's the thing, you can't stay predictable. We talked about, yeah, he likes to play this lane aggressively.
Oh, they're on to Gorilla now, a few shots coming out of Peacemaker through Gorilla, and it's gonna be Afro Moon that picks up the next kill.
That's beautiful layering the headbutt pulverize into the trap from Caitlyn. ROX Tigers have been behind the majority of their games, and it doesn't look like it's gonna end here.
Yeah, okay, so we do need to calm down a little bit.
I don't know, Kobe.
Afromoon's going for another play here, inventing.
Oh, see this when you get too sure of yourself, Afromuda turning around, they may have to slow things down as ROX just as fast and ready to react on these engages. A headbutt back onto Peanut is going to slow things down here. Stixay's been farming to the bot lane, has a good lead for himself. Out of
change in time that allowed him to. Afro has no flash, remember?
Afro definitely pulling out the roam card today. It might get him in trouble here on this one. A great block by Stixay on the Q coming out from Gorilla. But Smeb's teleport on point. He's going to get one more shot, and as the chase happens towards Tribrush, and Afromu's going to try to walk this one now. They get to kill the prey, so it's a few assists left and right.
The minion wave is crashing to top, so of course we'll take some CS as punishment, but good job by Smeb. So much of the initial inertia had been going towards CLG. They had to make a pressure play work.
And after all these early plays, you have to keep your eyes on the first turret goal because it's incredibly important. Tigers are trying to get some damage here, but remember, it's also past 5 minutes, so some damage up top was dealt by Darshan. And if this
different with it, but we're seeing that ganking ability.
Ghosting
early
early
right into this fight. They have backline immediately, but Prey has scattered beautifully. Gorilla going to the other side. He has flash, probably going to hold it as he goes down. But again, the attack from CLG on bot lane.
And there's a reason you mentioned the roaming of Aurelion Soul first, because that's the biggest strength, and CLG continue to play with that. Remember, the first turret gold as well, still available, still the objective, and it looks like right now. That's why neither of them wants to really give up ground because of the playmaking ability of teleport.
Gets the passive out of Kuro. There's going to be enough. And the voice of light drops Kuro. He picks it up.
Really smart stuff from CLG. We saw Kuro respect flash about 2 minutes ago. Returns to the lane. Great job by Afro.
You know,
That's the that's right, Kobe. A Peacemaker through Gorilla. He's gonna get dropped most likely, but Prey, the bodyguard, comes in. Stixay's out of mana and Peanut over the wall. Flash knock up onto him. The rest of the team is closing in. New challengers approach from the top side, and that's gonna be the Prey Seeker hit coming in. Beautiful job, Peanut with the swipes. Gorilla is gonna go down as Stixay has fallen as well, and that's damage for CLG that they're not gonna have here in this fight. Seems like he's a bit scattered. Darshan on the outside as they try to drop Prey. They don't have a priority focus here, and it looks like with the walkout, they can't help Darshan.
Prey is an absolute monster. Darshan's not done yet, but honestly, that is a highlight Prey, right? Make that to a YouTube play right now. That's a whole highlight clip in itself. My goodness, first saving Gorilla, then escaping the fight, coming back over the wall, baiting Huhi in, and securing that last kill. My God, Prey.
And the best thing about Ezreal being in the meta, we've seen so much of it, but the gulf between a fantastic Ezreal, which is all the players of world, and someone like Prey is massive to see. Gorilla doesn't burst, he uses his flash, but Prey makes it work.
Right, Afro and Stixay, they combo the Alistar combo into the trap there, but Prey jumps in front, gets the heal down, then he dukes out here. He's going to kite half CLG up into their own base, so that now they're separated. Sped comes in with that teleport. There's the playmaking you talked about. Shoves him into the wall. Actually here, baiting Huhi, getting damage off still as well, and CLG are completely split inside enemy territory.
What I want people to take away from that is the fact that he never stops doing damage, never not going for mystic shots, never zone, but this time, maybe.
One of my favorite things about a player is that they fight to the very last breath because your teammates can still pull that fight in your favor. This one going for CLG as they instantly come back from the batting order and head down to the bot lane.
Huhi is doing so well this game, and CLG playing around it extremely well. In the 1 versus 1.
Peanuts sniffing around Darshan. Doesn't have flash this time, so
Be able to make it. Oh, he turned around. He gave him the knockup. He may also get the slow for himself
It's an
off the
alt-range.
boomerang. This semi-close-in from Smeb. He's turned around on the null zone. Is going to be doing good damage. Darshan, there is enough.
And Smithy actually left him there. Smithy was very close in the jungle, but decided to leave Darshan and thought that Darshan could get away on his own. Good punish by ROX Tigers. They do rotate down, but CLG had priority on top.
exactly. They've actually used this time very wisely. They have almost complete control on the inside track. Aframo!
ROX has always been able to answer CLG's kill. Now CLG again wants the answer back. Rinse and repeat as they go to the top side. And a double kill for Huhi.
This is something we have sorely missed. Afromoo on the Thunder Cow with Ignite. Go button, just smashing it over and over again.
The new age barn pick didn't really work for him the last time out, but bringing back the Alistair still going.
Smab's going to be getting hit on this one. He throws back a bit of damage, but Huhi wants to chase a few more autos. Stixxay in range, and Stixxay picks up the kill.
Afromoo almost actually saved Smed there by walking a little
He's
bit
taking auto attack.
towards the base of
AX.
ROX and allowing Smed to charge closer to the base, but
Yeah.
they make the chase, and it does cost them a couple extra summoners in the end.
ROX just not playing around their power. They tried to defend even.
And whoa, stifle the income.
A headshot coming over from Stixxay. Voice of Light causing Gorilla to flash. They're on to Smithy now. He should definitely go down in this fight, but gets himself out. Beautiful heal as he was hopping away from Aframo. Just a little triumphant roar. And ROX is trying to focus these kills, trying to edge out a little bit more as they watch Smithy and other champions get away with a sliver of health. Now Darshan starts to attack back with the rest of the team. Finds Peanut by himself. Who's going to pick this one up? He gets it with the stars and puts another one on the board.
And they have pressure on 2 lanes, pushing up mid and bottom right now, trying to claim turrets as well.
ROX just don't have the items to try and make the engages that Smeb is looking for. Prey is behind. The Aurelion Soul's not even a damaged target for the likes of Kuro. CLG is going to rotate between bottom mid, see what objective they can pick up now, and never give there any inch. There isn't a Nocturne to turn this game on the head. Sure, late game team fighting, but I don't know if we're going to see a late game.
That's a very good point. This is zero hesitation, CLG. Under the turret could be a little scary for him, and it's going to be 1, 2 down now. Smithy falls, but it's Takuro and Prey with just about 200 to 300 health between Huhi and Darshan. They're going to start backing off. Peanut could get a pop-up, but where's the follow from the rest of ROX? They're a little scattered, and it's going to take a long chase.
Stixxay is going to have to protect everyone as he ushers them out, laying down the cover fire. Huhi and Darshan extremely low, and they are able to make the escape.
Enough time there. That was Smeb's flash as well in the fight to make something happen if they could get back in time. Summoners used all across the board. Absolutely amazing. We'll see that one again in a second.
Whew. All right, let's go down the list. Never mind. Let's go over the replay first, because this is, once again, the dive from CLG. Aframo lands a combo onto the 2 carries at the same time from ROX Tigers.
We haven't seen this level of decisive play from other teams, but there's so many tools for CLG when Aurelion Soul's another champion that can dive with as much health as he's already put together here. Huhi, Alistair has the early tankiness, no gold value that comes with the levels, but they just don't have options against this siege outside of a massive engage that just don't think it's time yet.
Yeah, Kalen is just too safe.
Smeb though.
There's the ghost. Ghost from Kuro. He's trying to get the hit from Smeb. They're right on the Stixxay. He goes down. They were waiting for the moment to pull the trigger. And Huhi's going to do a bit of damage to keep them at bay. It's not a Narbar from Darshan. They're not going to be too scared of it, but they are able to still group in mid lane. He's going to try to build that up now, but they do recognize the attack, and they say, there's nothing for Darshan. We can engage here. Smithy going too far is forced to flash and cleanse out for himself. Prey very low on the outside, and Darshan's able to pick up Prey. As they get back into the fight, Huhi was just doing tick after tick of damage. And it's a 1-for-1 after all of it.
And you take scope of where the game is, though, Riv. It's a 9,000 gold. Going for 1-1. Going 1-for-1 is great for the ROX Tigers. CLG got foxed. Smeb coming in from the flank, taking out 2 members. Doesn't matter how much of a gold lead you have when 15,000 gold worth of character is off the screen.
That's the reason I want to watch Smeb. Papa.
Very thanky.
Level 15, 902. Absolutely blows up Prey.
Holy crap.
Leaves the rest of the team to do so as they try to get away now. Smeb, Keeper's Verdict has has no say in this fight, and he's going to be the next focus. A gnar out from Darshan causes the rest of ROX to turn away, and they get just that, rocked out of the fight.
And he passes the test with flying colors. 100% spray before Smeb even arrives.
Just wonder why this Aurelian Soul was not targeted. The information was out there. Everyone knew it was available against it. Bounce getting low.
Alpha Moon and Fast Spot able to use the Unbreakable Will to crush Curl's ultimate. They're still trying though. ROX sees these entries, but CLG's able to just act on them. These are the chances ROX has to get back in. Darshan's now going to get Peanut in the top side. And it seems like CLG is able to stop that engage from ROX Tigers every time and then get a bag of chips.
Now the gold lead is really spiraling out of control for ROX Tigers. There's 5,000 gold lead return. That's 7,000. And then this ROX Tigers do a little bit lazily in the early game. Here we're going to see that replay. Praise life. It was there for about a second, and this at super slow motion.
The
It's a 3-shot.
I like it.
He's not done yet either. Hui doesn't stop. Chases multiple people down here. He's like, okay, Smeb, he's probably cornered right now. And then he tries to go after Gorilla as well. They lock down the stun. Smeb, nowhere to go. That's the Baron for them. CLG, let's see if they can crack that inhibitor turret line, because that is...
Wouldn't even look like Kobe. Maybe we're not even going to see a team fight because here's the gank crew.
Smeb, this could be Hui over the wall. They get the GLP slow, and they get the rest of the slow from the boomerang. This is a Guardian Angel going down. He didn't have one. I thought he did at the end. So many effects. That was Darshan's. Another one there. Smeb won't need to teleport back out. They are right up on the front doorstep of ROX Tigers base. 45 seconds, however, on the clock here. Baron up minions headed in to this inhibitor turret.
Damage already. Once it goes down, speaking, Darshan considers it engaged, but take the inhibitor, go from there.
Yep, inhibitor should be fairly easy. 27 seconds actually still on Smeb.
Yeah.
They can end this with the Baron buff.
Peanut's knockup could really throw him for a loop, but I don't know if Prey has enough damage to get over the minions. There's a huge wave blocking the rest of CLG. They're going to drop the first Nexus turret.
CLG's new strategy, lose one game to the wild card to give the #1 Korean seed false hope.
Bringing them back. 35 minutes into this one, Chronologic Gaming's going to be on their heels.
On the walk over Kobe. At CLG, they could definitely take a win off a ROX Tigers team that have honestly looked pretty casual, pretty careless in the first couple of games, and they're just about a hair's breadth away from upsetting the tournament favorites.
Definitely true. Albus knocks Luna also in a very good spot this week. But, I mean, so much can happen next week. Let's keep our eyes on this game as CLG try and take another inhibitor turret. Smeb coming in.
Keeper's verdict. How many does he get? That's going to be Xmithy and Stixay out of the fight. Huki, Afro, Mu, and Darshan. Oh! Huge gnar ultimate against the wall. Prey now with Stixay 1v1 as he tries to get out of the fight. Kuro and Prey are down. That's the DPS. That's the fight as ROX runs for the fountain for solace. And Peanut does everything he can, going for broke with the last knockup. Where Darshan's going to follow him all the way home. And he's going to look for more kills. Showing up on the world stage after having a troublesome season. The rest of CLG coming together as well here to pick up another victory at Worlds to go 2-1 in the first week.